The McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Justice League 2021 Darkseid Action Figure in today's episode. Hey DC collectors, welcome to a brand new episode of the show. Today we're taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Zack Snyder's Justice League Darkseid Action Figure. And as you can see, I have my trusty little Ezra Miller Flash here trying to open up the box for me. Now before we get into this review, if you will, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content, I sure would appreciate it. Now, let's get on with the review. Like always, what we're going to do first is take a look at the box. So let's move the Flash out of the way for now. Just to get a perspective of scale, here is a regular McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse action figure compared to the Big Daddy action figure. $19.99, $39.99. So you can see the front of the package just features a nice big huge window look into the action figure, so we can get a good look at Darkseid and his staff axe thingy there. Side of the box just kind of shows off the Darkseid name and the Justice League logo. Back of the box gives you a nice look at Darkseid from the actual movie, along with several other figures that you can get in this line. This side of the box, window look, Darkseid name, DC Multiverse logo. Top of this box is just a window with the Justice League 2021 logo. Bottom of the package is the copyright gobbledygook and the UPC. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's break this guy open and let's play with him. Here is Darkseid out of the package. So first, let's start by looking at the accessories. First up is the trading card that he comes with, exactly the same piece of artwork that's on the back of the box. Back of the trading card features his bio, so pause here if you want to read it. Of course, he comes with this cool black DC logo stand with one peg, and of course he comes with this cool axe, battle axe, staff, spear thingamabob that was in the movie. It's pretty big, pretty nice. It's really flexible though. I mean, like, not made out of good stuff. Like the Aquaman that came from this series was made out of better stuff than this. Just not very stiff, so real pliable. So let's start off by taking a look at the paint and the sculpt for Darkseid. As you can see, man, this is spot on accurate from the movie. This Darkseid looks absolutely evil. I do have a paint blemish here, and let me point it out with his spear. As you can see on his lip here, I'm missing some paint. It looks like it was scuffed up in the packaging. The eyes look very good. I mean, they look absolutely phenomenal with the paint on those. It's just, I got across the lip here, it's all scuffed up. Everything else on this guy is actually painted pretty well. I mean, you only have really two paint colors here. You have the metallic blue that's on the gauntlets, his you know, what is that, a skirt, thigh armor, boots, shoulder pad armor, and the helmet, and then the gray stone looking color of his skin. Now, you know, I guess that's pretty cool that there's nothing really else to that, but you know, again, like I say all the time with these figures, a nice wash over the skin would really help, you know, bring out some of the intricate details on the skin itself, on the body. Just a dark, you know, just a wash with a black on it would have been perfect on this guy. But as you can see, just really nice. He's hard to get in camera from my setup. He's so tall. So let's measure this guy out. I do have my handy dandy tape measure here, and he measures, wow, 9.5 inches tall. So at a 7-inch scale action figure line, this guy is 9.5 inches tall. I'm gonna put the Flash up beside him. Here is another Justice League action figure, and you can see the height difference. The Flash's head comes up to the bottom of his chest. That is how big this guy is. He's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Here are a couple of other Darkseid figures that I just happen to have near me. This is a New Gods action figure from the Kirby line from DC Direct. Here is the Superpowers Darkseid. So you can see these guys are absolutely monsters. This Darkseid here, and I'm assuming Steppenwolf is just as monstrous as this Darkseid. But here's a nice look at these three Darkseids all together. Let's take a look at some of the sculpt and detail here. Like I said, nice stuff. Oh, what is this? So, okay, so the helmet, wow. I thought that was all one sculpted piece. That's just a piece of vinyl, like loose, soft plastic that can go up and down on his chin. That's crazy. So this whole piece, the whole head helmet part, is made of that soft plastic. This is hard plastic around his shoulders. That's soft plastic. Of course, this is soft plastic because he had his hand in that wonky position in the box. It's all bent up out of shape right here. Gonna have to put some heat on that to get it back in place. As you can see, this is a really soft, what's under there? Just a blue crotch. This is kind of that soft, a little bit thicker than this piece right here. He's got a tail piece too that just sort of hangs in place. I'm afraid that's pretty loose. I'm afraid that will eventually fall off, but if you're not careful with that, it's so loose. Similar here, the boots are the same, kind of that soft rubbery material, where the feet are hard plastic. And you can tell the difference too. The shoe is actually a darker shade of blue than this. I don't like that. Even these are a darker shade of blue. Now I will say, out of the box, this guy's a little loose. His legs are a little loose there, kind of wiggly when you shake him around. I don't particularly care for that. That kind of irks me that he's that loose. All right, so let's take a look at the articulation on this guy. So his head can do, it's on a ball joint, so it's got some turns to it. It can do some great things. Turn all the way around. Look at that. If you can see under there, that big huge gap. So it looks like it's a stick that just comes up and probably stick the ball joint. It's probably somewhere in his forehead right here. But his head can go back pretty good and forward pretty good. So all in all, just a nice, decent. Wow, that is loose. That is so loose. I'm just scared to even hardly move that one. This one's same way. You can go all the way around. Of course, you got bicep swivel here. It's hard to get the bicep to turn right here because of the rib cage. Really, really hard to do there. He does have double jointed elbows, as you can see. And of course, he has that sort of different. Okay, so that is different. That's not the ball joint that you normally get. This is more like the articulation you find in the elbows sometimes, where it's got that little teeth, the little teeth gear looking thing there. So it can't, okay, so it can turn all the way around as well, but it can also do this thanks to this gear thing. I wish they could make that smaller and provide that to the regular figures. All right, so the torso, he's got decent mobility there. He can turn at the waist, as you can see. Splits, he can split with the best of them. You can see the little hinge joints there that all the McFarlane figures tend to have. That's about as good a split that way you're going to get. There's no thigh swivel here. No double jointed knees on this, just the one knee bend there. And of course, the ball joint, he always has the ball joint on the ankles, and it's still there as well, just a lot bigger ball joint. And he has toe articulation. Yay. Let's see him hold this guy right here. These hands are really tight. I mean, really tight. How are we supposed to get this guy's axe thingy in his hand? This is going to be a trick here to do this. Kind of rough getting it there, but there you have it. I guess that's pretty cool. Darkseid, it's absolutely huge, monstrous. I'm wondering how it's going to fit on my shelf. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to really fit this guy on the shelf. But all in all, just a really, really nice Darkseid action figure. Again, can't wait to put this on the shelf with the rest of the Justice League action figures that I have from the movie from McFarlane Toys. All right, so that's it for this episode. If you found this informative, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the content. You can check me out on DCcollectors.com each and every day. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can also check out the McFarlane DC Multiverse Facebook group on Facebook and meet up with 15,000 other collectors of this awesome toy line. All right, folks, until tomorrow, God bless.